DIG of the police, Lagat, is a man under siege. Yesterday, the IG Kanja and his team appeared before Parliament, where Kanja made some very interesting remarks that are going to inform the basis of our analysis. This is what is said as quoted by the Star. There is an ongoing investigation by IPOA, and everyone whose name is mentioned as having played any role in the death of the late Albert Ojwang must record a statement and give their side of the story. If the DIG is going to be mentioned, then he will make a statement. Inspector General Douglas Kanja, June 12, 25. So, in other words, Kanja was just indirectly saying that DIG is also going to record a statement because already his name has been mentioned. He's the person who complained against the late Albert Ojwang. So DIG's name has already been mentioned. I want us to put these remarks into perspective for Kenyans to see in clear terms what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. In an earlier story by the Star newspaper alleged that some police officers privy to the investigations anonymously mentioned DIG Lagat, that Lagat was actually present at Karura Forest and he witnessed and supervised the torturing of Albert Ojwang. So if the investigations are to be done properly, then DIG's name will feature, and most probably as the prime suspect in the death of Ojwang. Kanja, the IG, is the person who let the country know that DIG was the complainant who had complained against Albert. Whether he will record a statement or not, Lagat's integrity is at its lowest moment currently. And the best thing, therefore, he should do as an obedient public officer is just to step aside because the public no longer trust him. They see him as a murderer, someone who was an accomplice, and someone who might have ordered for Albert to be killed. So whether he records a statement or not, the most honorable thing for him to do is to resign. I don't think the investigations will in any way incriminate Lagat. And should the investigations incriminate Lagat, then that might just be a clever strategy William Ruto and his team are trying to use to get rid of him. And that will depend on how Kenyans will be reacting in the coming days. If Kenyans will continue with their protests demanding for Lagat to go, then the pressure will be too much for William Ruto and his team, and they'll be forced to sacrifice Lagat. If the protest will come down, then nothing will be done to Lagat. That's exactly what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. And now to Kanja, I'm seeing a man whose days are also numbered. Kanja is coming out as a more professional IG than maybe the previous ones we've had. He talks very nicely, he talks soberly, and I don't think such kind of a person can survive in a government where orders are always coming from above. That's why I strongly believe his days might also be numbered. He's the one who told the whole country who the complainant against Albert was, and that was DIG. And is the person now saying if DIG's name will be mentioned, then he will record a statement. DIG recording a statement would only mean that there are some serious doubts about his integrity as a DIG. Some serious doubts. Kanja might be a man just counting his days as the IG. To William Samoei Ruto, in my earlier analysis, I did state that if this matter is not handled properly, we might have another Gen Z protests, something similar to what we saw last year. The clouds are gathering, and the earlier William Ruto realizes that, the better. This is not a war against the opposition leaders, but this is a war against Kenyans. And William Ruto cannot win a war against Kenyans. He can win the war against the opposition leaders, which in my honest opinion he has been winning, but winning the war against Kenyans can be very difficult. Kenyans took to the streets. They were not mobilized by anybody. Maybe there might be some few elements who are mobilized by the opposition, but a majority took to the streets on their own volition. It is very hard to beat that kind of a determined population. So William Ruto has also to let Lagat go, failure to which he will find it very rough going forward. From all these stories, I'm seeing a very high possibility where lawlessness is slowly but surely creeping in the country. The institutions, the arms of government that are entrusted with serving Kenyans, they have now turned against Kenyans. And I'm not seeing the situation becoming better. It might worsen unless William Ruto sacrifices some of these government officials. That's the only way that might calm the situation. I'm seeing also David Lagat may be regretting. And he might be regretting because it's becoming hot and hotter for him. He might have acted the way he did to please some senior people in government, but where it has reached, the people he was trying to please might be the ones who will easily sacrifice him. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. To those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, also subscribe, give the video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.